Thank you for joining the Syndicate Network and your host, Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker the Jedi.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It is your boy, Skywalker the Jedi, back at y'all with another one, right? We back with our 11th stream this month about James Gunn, because we got to count streams now. You know what I mean? What's going on, y'all? Much love. Y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but y'all here with me rocking out, and I appreciate that. Sorry, I was dying right before I got on stage, yo. Hold on, what's going on? Where's my background? You dig? Much love, y'all. Hope y'all having a wonderful day. Thank y'all for rocking out with the boy. We about to have this conversation. Much love, bro. We got W Necron in the building saying Nolan now, good grief. Bruh, I'm about to talk about this. I'm gonna just break this down. You know what I mean? We're gonna have this discussion. And we're gonna keep it pushing, but just can't help but just invoke these people's names, bro. What's going on, Brick Builders? He says Supenheimer. Yeah, bro. Bad Dan says, honestly, Oppenheimer was confusing for me. So using that as an example that you would not be confused was not a good idea. Hey, bro. Or a good example, yeah. We're gonna see. But much love to you, Bad Dan. Bad Dan said, I'm just like Christopher Nolan. It said from James Gunn, he said, Christopher Nolan's like,
no, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. Stop.
Right? And then he said, Bad Dan's thoughts. I'm going to watch Skywalker stream at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Skywalker the Jedi.
No, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. Stop.
Yeah, much love, Bad Dan. We got Mama Bear doll in the building. What's going on, Mama Bear? We got Rebel Moon Theory. What's going on, RMT? We got DC Talk 82 in the house. What's going on, DC Talk? We got Sin Havoc 5150 in the building. What's going on, bro? Right? We got Ron E in the house. He said James Gunn hates the Dark Knight trilogy, by the way. Absolutely. We remember his comments, right? What's going on, Alan Belk? He said 11 and counting. Let's get to 33, right? He said, this is your 10th stream. This is your 10th stream. Well, now it's 11th. You dig? What's going on, Bass Reeves? Rebel Moon Theory says, reminder, Rebel Moon Bloodline developed by Super Evil Mega Corp is coming to Android and iOS on July 15th, along with Rebel Moon Nemesis comic on July 16th. But I thought Rebel Moon was dead, bro. Yo, you want to know what's so funny, too? Because I was actually really thinking about this. What's going on, Daniel? It's funny that they come in here and they like, yo, why you doing so many streams about James Gunn? Like, you should stop. You've done 10 streams. You should really stop. But then on the other hand, they're like, oh, but you're part of the marketing now. Okay, so if I'm part of the marketing, shouldn't you want me to keep talking about the movie then? I mean, not really, but kind of, right? Shit sound like some Keanu Reeves from back in the whoa. Right? He said the number one Gunn Superman fan was in the theater by himself. Right? Hey, man. Let him know. Yeah, y'all smash that like button. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get to the get down. Right? Make sure y'all hitting that like, share, subscribe, as well as that notification bell so that you know when I'm going live. You dig? Oh, yeah, we looking good right now, right? Yeah, see, we went and got cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm gonna report you. Anyway, y'all make sure y'all hit that notification bell, all that good stuff, so that you know when I'm going live. You dig? We are the originators, the creators, whatever you want to call it, man. We just trying to get that conclusion to Zack Snyder's DC arc over on the Netflix platform. Have been using these hashtags as a vehicle to do so. We only ask that you be positive, don't mix the hashtags, and please don't tag anybody over at WBD. If you can do that, then we can rock out all together. Just as so as you guys know, the ZSJL to Netflix on X and YouTube are also platforms that you guys should be following and subscribe to. And if you would like to sponsor a stream like the homie Bad Dan did for this channel, when you guys give super chats, they are tallied up, and whoever donates the most will have their name scrolling across the bottom, like the homie Bad Dan does on this stream, right? He said, kind of, bro, I'm telling you, man, it's like, yo, man, keep talking about the movie because you're part of the marketing. But also, why are you talking about him so much? Shouldn't you like talk about something else? Crazy. I even get booted out my own stream, right? That was my fault, right? But nah, his crazy. It's like, yo, which one is it? Do y'all want me to talk about the shit or not? Because yeah, you're part of the marketing, so keep doing what you're doing. But also, you're kind of talking about this guy a lot. He said the projections are falling off. Hey, I believe it, bro. I believe it. He said, remember when Shield used to say, and we call out WB anytime they mess up, like every stream? Sorry, we had to fill the void. Someone got to call out this blasphemy. All right, yeah, bro. Right? Yeah. It said, and we already got 3/4 of the cool table in the building. What's going on, Austin and Necron in the building? Lena Deli says James Gunn compared this movie to Oppenheimer, Top Gun, Maverick, Godzilla -1, thinks he's on that level. Hey, this is what all those filmmakers got to say in response to James Gunn.
No, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. Stop.
Crazy, bro. Crazy. All right. And he said, you're a DC fan and Gunny Poo is head of DC, so you're talking about him for better or worse. Right? Nah, it's crazy because I guess we're not supposed to. Right? Yeah. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's get to the get down, right? Because look, we just gonna jump right in. So look, obviously, you know, these days marketing this movie, I'm guessing, has become some sort of issue, and they're trying to create buzz, right? And they're going out there and they're saying and doing whatever. I mean, look, I played this yesterday. You got James Gunn biting.
3, 2, 1. Saudi.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
And cut. Print check.
Yeah, print it.
Danielle.
Biting off of Zack Snyder. Right? Like, like, you know, it's just getting worse and worse. But now James Gunn say, yo, hold my beer, yo, because not only am I going to invoke the name of Zack Snyder, right, and I'm going to be talking about how, you know, hey, the Snyder fans this, the Snyder fans that. He said, Scott, apparently they say you have to have permission first. Bruh, can't nobody talk to me that that need permission to talk about some shit on their own channel, right? Because then my question, I mean, I think the logical follow-up to that is like, so who gives you permission? Like, if it's not your channel, whose channel is it? Right? Like, does somebody else run the channel? You know what I'm saying? They're talking about their handlers. I mean, mentors. You know what I mean? That's the proper word for it, y'all. Said what a clown. Hey, we got the homie Apex Leon here, right? But yeah, yep, we got the whole cool table. He said wish. Yeah, it's crazy, right? So not only is he like, yo, I'm gonna invoke the name of Zack Snyder, right? I mean, look, we're gonna be sharing a lot of screens or a lot of tabs today, right? This dude brings up Oppenheimer, bruh. We talking about Oppenheimer, bruh, right? We talking about Oppenheimer, one of the greatest movies I've ever seen in my life, bro, right? So I guess when people are asking about this bloated ass cast and the fact that it's supposed to be a Superman movie, but it has 11 fucking superheroes in it, right? James Gunn has to say in response to that, hey, Oppenheimer had more fucking speaking roles, right? So, I mean, it's like the same shit, right? You know, Christopher Nolan, James Gunn, right? Same shit. I mean, look, if Nolan can pull it off, right? I mean, obviously, right? Obviously, James Gunn. I mean, because it's like, you know, they're interchangeable, right? I mean, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy, The Dark Knight, Inception, Slither, you know what I'm saying? Right? Like, you know. Oh my, yeah, we got the whole cool table in here, bro. Right? He said Rebel Moon Theory blows away R&B. Hey, crazy, bro. He said Oppenheimer is a prequel to Godzilla -1, right? It might be. He said, I hope you're gonna talk about what Campia said about Jurassic World Rebirth, refund his ticket, and that Gunn was right about scripts. Man, what did this guy say now, bro? Look, nah, I'll probably have to make that another stream. Somebody send it to me, right? He said, Gunn has never come close to directing a film on the level of Nolan or Nolan's peers. Nah, we about to break this down, bro, because I'm a little confused, bro. Right? I'm a little confused. He said he compared himself to Steven Spielberg and George Lucas. Yo, he's just saying, fuck it, right? Like, I'm one of the greatest, right? Because I made Guardians of the Galaxy, guys. I turned Drax into an idiot when nobody else had the courage to do so, right? He said he mentions Oppenheimer because his film's about the bomb. He said PG porn. Right? Crazy. He said Oppenheimer was based on a true story. Does he think Christopher Nolan put all those people in there for fun? Nah, I guess so. right? I guess he had to put all those people in here to flesh out his cinematic universe. The Oppenheimer cinematic universe, bro. Because he's gonna have all these other films, right? That take place in that same universe, right? And like Robert Downey Jr. is gonna be oh my god, bro. He said Jurassic World looks fucking great. I know it does, bro. And I'm gonna do another stream because they are capping, bro. They're caping for this movie and trying to destroy the other two that surround it. It's actually pretty insane, but we're gonna talk about it. We already been the ones that was pointing that out. And then I got the Grace Randolph clip right here. Wait. Oh yeah, I think I still got that right. Oh yeah, watch this.
Yesterday when I was seeing Elio, there was a very cute little boy with his parents.
Oh wait, no, wrong one. This one.
Nolan says, why most YouTubers seem to be biased against Fantastic Four and very defensive of Superman. I don't talk, I appreciate that, and I kind of have a feeling about what the answer to that is, but I don't talk about other YouTubers.
Oh, I wonder what that answer is. Right? I wonder what that answer is. But, you know, crazy, man. This guy, he said Gareth Edwards never misses. Gunn wishes he was half the director. Bro, he ain't got nothing on Gareth. Bro, come on, man. Look, we gonna put this shit to bed today. We gonna put this shit to bed. He said this is a sure sign of a cocaine. Mega delusional. Delusions of grandeur. Right? Yeah. He said, no more super Jurassic. Right? Hey, yeah. Nah, this is crazy. This is crazy. But, so, yeah, he's going to keep throwing his name in there with Christopher Nolan, bruh, Zack Snyder, as y'all saying, fucking Steven Spielberg, right? Francis Ford Coppola, you know what I mean? Brian De Palma, right? What's old boy name? That just oh yeah, that was Coppola, right? Yeah, man, come on. Martin Scorsese, might as well throw him up there. He's the same, bro. Ridley Scott, right? I mean, y'all don't understand what James Gunn has done for film. Y'all don't get it. Nah, we about to break this down, right? So I find it hilarious that James Gunn brings this up. He says, hey man, Christopher Nolan did this shit, so you know I can do it, right? I mean, he had way more speaking roles, bro. So you know, it ain't even that serious, right? He's inadvertently saying he's better than Matt Reeves by calling him slow with the damn scripts and keep giving him notes, right? He said the toy collector is a mediocre one-trick pony. Yeah, right. Yeah. Nah, we going to go see Jurassic World, Mama Bear. We definitely are. I don't care what these influencers say. I'm so disappointed. He said, right? The list of directors keeps growing. Yo, he's on par or better than all these people, right? So, look, I just wanted to kind of go through some things, right? We just gonna look at this stuff together. You dig? We ain't about to do nothing funny. I ain't about to alter nothing, right? I'ma just leave it on the damn screen that it's supposed to be on, right? We just gonna look at this stuff together, and we gonna look at everything all at the same time, right? let's look at James Gunn's filmography. Okay, we just gonna break this down, right? Let's see. It starts with what's this? The Tromaville Cafe, Hamster PSA, Sergeant Kabuki Man the public service announcement. Right now, I ain't hating on none of this, right? But let's just look this up, right? Troma's Edge TV. Okay, this is a TV series, so he ain't even broke into movies yet. He breaks into his first film with Slither, right? So you got Slither Gag Reel, Sparky and Michaela, Humanzy, right? PG porn. This is in 2008, right? When The Dark Knight was coming out. He was doing Humanzy and PG porn. Okay? I want y'all to keep that in mind. Dark Knight came out in 2008, did it not? I remember. It was right before I went off the basic training. Right? Right before. I remember watching it in the damn theater. Yep. 100%. Right? So while that was going on, you got Humanzy and PG porn going on. Right? But I digress. Right? Super in 2010. Super deleted scene. Right? He was in on movie 43. Right? This is after the Dark Knight, bro. Okay. Dark Knight Rises has already come and went. And homie's on movie 43. Right? Oh, yeah. Now, we get into it. Am I altering anything? Am I making anything up? Right? We're going to get to it. Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. The Suicide Squad, which bombed terribly. Right? Bombed terribly. Peacemaker. YouTube numbers. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Didn't go over well. Guardians Volume 3. This is this man's film. Look, I'm not adding nothing. I'm not editing nothing. Right? We on IMDb. I ain't make none of this up. Said movie 43 is one of the worst movies ever. That is a common thing that you hear amongst people. That movie 43 is one of the worst movies that they've ever seen. Facts. He said he's a joke. People call Snyder an edgelord, but really Gunn truly is one, but like a Timu one with his outrageous license of music budgets. He said, "Wait, that's it? Yeah, that's it, bro. Right?" So I'm like, okay, this guy is who says, "Yo, I'm gonna evoke Christopher Nolan's name now." Right? He said, "I'm on the same level as Christopher Nolan." Right? Now, He said, wait, movie 43 was his? That movie where Hugh Jackman had the balls on his chin? Yeah, bro, if I'm not mistaken, I think movie 43 was like directed by a few people. They all directed like parts of it. And yes, absolutely. Right? Yeah. But hey, let's look at Christopher Nolan's IMDb. Right? Tarantella, Larceny, Larry Mahoney, Doodlebug, right? First film is Following, right? Follows that up with Memento, which was the first movie that I ever saw of his, right? Fire movie, Insomnia, right? Robin Williams and Al Pacino, fire movie. Batman Begins. We ain't even got to talk about that. Right? He said Following clears all of Gunn's filmography. Crazy. Right? He said Gunn is a type of character that would be written in The Boys as a parody of someone who thinks they're revolutionary, edgy, clever director. Hey, that's actually a great point. Right? Batman Begins. The Prestige. Oh my God, bro. He's talking about the man that made The Prestige, bro. He talking about the movie that made The Prestige, bro. The Dark Knight. Inception. Dark Knight Rises. Interstellar. Bruh. What are we doing here? Quay, which is a short film that I've never even seen. Dunkirk. One of the best war movies ever, bro. Tenet. And lastly, fucking Oppenheimer. One of the greatest films I've ever seen in my life. Facts. Wild. Filmography. He's out of here. He's out of here, bro. He's out of here. Y'all want to, bruh, ain't it crazy how they want to talk about the Suicide Squad being released at the height of the pandemic, but Tenet was the shit that was released at the height of the pandemic. Tenet was released at the height of the pandemic. That shit came out a year after, bro. What are we talking about? What are we doing here? Keep this man's name and his films out of your mouth, bro. Crazy. This man's filmography is impeccable, dog. You can't pick a bad movie out of here. You cannot look at one of these movies on here and say that there's a bad movie. But this guy has several. He said, Tenet grows more on me with these watch. It has the thing Snyder movies do where you keep noticing more. It goes deep. Bro, here's the thing. I loved the fact that I called that shit my first watch. Not that I knew everything, but I knew how fucking amazing that movie was the first time that I saw it. I loved it. And then you're absolutely right. Each watch, it gets better and better and better. Right? Yeah. But yeah, man, y'all talk about height of the pandemic. Tenet was released at the height of the pandemic, bro. These are facts. Look it up. Look, I don't care how you feel about what I'm saying. These are all facts. No chaser. Okay? No chaser. Bruh, Zach ain't got no bad movies, bro. They try to pick on Sucker Punch because of what Sucker Punch was talking about. Facts. Bruh, Tenet was so fire, bro. Look, I went to go see Tenet at the drive-in, dog. That is a fact. I went to the drive-in to go see Tenet. I had to make sure. And I watched it there, and I was like, man, this is really not the kind of venue to watch that kind of movie. Right? Because that's a movie that you really got to be locked into, and you got to hear everything. And I was like, hey, man, this ain't the right venue, but I knew it was fire. Right? Great movie. Oh, man, crazy. So, the filmography wise, he's out of here. I don't want to hear it. Right? I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. I don't care. Filmography wise, he's out of here. Don't try to say, oh, just because Christopher Nolan was successful doing something, that you're going to be fucking successful doing it. What's wrong with you? Right? He's out of here. Filmography wise, it's done. Right? Let's move forward. Hold on. Let me make sure I get the right thing. Yeah, right? Maybe James Gunn got some Oscars, bro. He said no. He don't have any Oscars. But he got nominated once because Guardians 3 was shortlisted for Best Visual Effects. Right? So, nope. No laundry, no ticky. Right? Said again, comparing Nolan to Gunn is a crime against filmmaking. That's like comparing Michael Jackson to Justin Bieber. He said Sucker Punch was Me Too before Me Too. Zach called out the whole entertainment industry in a damn clever way, and that's why they were mad. Exactly, bro. That's when he first started having these issues. If you go back, that's really when he first started having these issues with Sucker Punch. Right? But hey, like, nah. No Oscars, though, unfortunately. One nomination, though, for Best Visual Effects. Right? You know, Christopher Nolan been nominated 8 times. Won twice. So 8 nominations to 1, 0 wins to 2. Out of here. Oscars. Out of here. Right? He said you don't get participation trophies, bro. Facts, yo. Facts, man. This is real talk, right? And lastly, but certainly not least, right? Box office. Because, like, look, we ain't even, this stream wasn't even meant to be like super, super long. I just came in here to just show y'all this shit. Like, just to be quite honest, that was my entire goal tonight, was just to come out here and show you guys what I'm showing you right now. Right? Y'all make sure to smash that like button. Shout out to the 2 people that already disliked it too. Facts. Right? But box office. Right? Let's look at the box office. Right? James Gunn has made a combined $2.6 billion at the box office, with Marvel accounting for 2.4 billion of the 2.6, right? So yo, my God, bro. Bro, what is going on, dog? What is going on, bro? Now, I ain't the best at percentages, right? But ain't that like 90, what, like 98%, 99%? Right? I mean, I ain't the best at maths, at arithmetics, right? I ain't got the best. But hey, man, like, 2.6, right? 2.6, y'all. He said the toy collector's entire filmography is a laundry list of mediocrity, right? It's just the fucking Marvel movies, bro. He said it's almost like we've been saying, outside of the MCU, ain't nobody rocking with his shit. This is real talk. I mean, this is the numbers right here. I mean, I'm not making this, bruh. Do I control Google? I just typed in James Gunn combined box office, right? He said, bro, think he George Clooney. He said, just wait till James Gunn start comparing his movies to Dennis Villeneuve doing movie. Oh my God, bro. Mama Bear said, how exact numbers? Look, don't. Just relax, right? Just relax, right? Just hold your horses, you know what I mean? Hold your horses, right? But look, I'm just saying, he's made 2.6 billion, 2.65, billion dollars, right? And 2.4 of this shit then came out the MCU. Right? He said Gunn should stay in his lane, leave the esoteric stuff alone. Nah, he can't help it, bro. He part of the cool club, right? So yeah, James Gunn, 2.65 billion. Right? I just know that whatever Nolan's at, right? Like it can't be much more than that, right? Because if you think about it, James Gunn said that him and Nolan is like the same, bro. Right? So it ain't no way. It ain't no way, bro. Right? Christopher Nolan's combined box office $6.6 billion, dog. So it's like damn near 3 times the amount. Yo, it's damn near 3 times the amount, bro. With 2 films crossing $1 billion and another one that was just shy. Right? A 3-hour movie about making a bomb. Bro, you can't even make a movie without dick and fart jokes, bro. You think you can make a 3-hour movie about making a bomb that's gonna be at damn near $1 billion? Crazy. 975 million, clearing your entire Guardians fucking catalog, bro. It's the MCU. You were making movies at the MCU at its height, bro, and you couldn't outgross a 3-hour movie about making a bomb, and you got the nerve to say because he did something you can do it. Am I tripping? Interstellar, original shit, 700 M's. Inception, original shit, 800 M's. Dunkirk, war movie about some shit. What was that? World War One? Oh my god, bro! Crazy, bro. Mama Bear said Nolan made a movie about a bomb. Gunn just makes bomb. Right? Ray said toy collector's mind is permanently wired to weirdo. Right? Hey man, crazy, yo. W Necron says the downhill trajectory begun with Guardians of the Galaxy. For the MCU, you're absolutely right, bro. And I always said that. He said, he said, yes, it was World War One, and then it says it was World War Two. I don't remember. I think it was World War One, bro. Right? I don't know. I'm not British. Excuse me. Right? When was the Battle of Dunkirk? Okay, it was 2. All right. Wait, now I gotta look this up. Okay, World War II. Yeah, I was wrong. It was World War II. All right, I'm tripping. Wait, which movie was in World War One? Was it 1917? That was good too. Facts. Facts, right? Yeah, bruh. Interstellar's fire, bro. Interstellar is definitely one of my favorites, right? But yeah, man, this is crazy. So he got movies about making bombs clearing James Gunn's entire in his best performing film, which came out in the height of the MCU's popularity, right? Yeah. But hey, you know, whatever, right? 6.6 Billy. Now, y'all know that just for shits and giggles, right? I'm like, yo, there's no way that I was gonna be having this discussion and not talk about, what Zack Snyder's combined box office is, right? Ain't no way I wasn't gonna look it up, right? You see, James Gunn was at 2.65, right? Nolan was at 6.6. Zach is at 6.5, bro. And it would have been way more had it not been for Justice League. Can you guys imagine that? Over 6.5 billion. Right? Crazy, bro. This dude's trying to punch above his weight class, dog. Don't talk about these people. Don't bring them up. Why? Why would you bring these people up? Huh? Why would you bring these people up who have more accolades? Like more everything, bro. They got more awards than you. Their movies make more money. They're more universally loved and accepted. They don't have all these weird ass things in their background. Right? He says, Sky, don't say that. They're going to say it's not true. I'm just saying, bro. He said, not going to lie. I didn't know Zach was him like that. Yeah, bro, 6.5. That's my point. What are we doing, bro? You can't just put your name in the fucking hat with these people, dog. What is the barrier to entry? Is it box office? He don't match up. Is it accolades? He don't match up. Is it filmography and like zeitgeist changing, cinematic changing shit? He don't match up. What is this? Why do you keep invoking these people's names, bro? Who is this guy? Who is this guy, bro? Right? Crazy. He said billion. It starts with a B. 6.5 Billy, bro. Yeah. Clip that. He said Gunny people end up in the negative billions club. So, bro, he gonna be the first director to lose $1 billion at the box office. He said, what did Grace Randolph say about trying to compare? You right? Wait a minute. Where is that one?
Kay Walton, James Gunn's not more successful than Zack Snyder at the box office. Zack Snyder, look at Batman v Superman and how well 300 did and all that stuff. Boy, I gotta tell you, James Gunn's fans, you guys are like, you're more aggressive. Let's just say more aggressive than even Snyder fans. And that's saying something. Woo! And you got a lot of free time, I must say.
Woo! He said, how come creators keep saying Snyder fans are the minority but don't treat us as such? Why keep insisting that the small minority to move on and watch the film? Hey, you want to know what I just showed you, though? We're not the minority, bro. 6 point, babe. Big bank take little bank, homie. Big bank take little bank, dog. He said Snyder's box office needs a military escort. Bruh, Gunn could literally walk about the casino with his earnings by himself, bro. They'll never let Zach do that, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. He said he don't match up on any of the bro. That's what I mean. Where is the comparison? Is it box office? Is it like, you know, zeitgeist cinematic changing shit, right? Like, is it awards and accolades? Right? Yeah, nah. Everything is the best film since The Dark Knight, bro. Right? Said Snyder made me so much money on DC and not just his movies. The comics, made me spend so much money on DC and not just his movies. The comics, animated, DVDs, toys. I spent a fortune during that time. They couldn't take my money quick enough, right? He said box office numbers. Those numbers aren't real. All right. He said, imagine Gunn loses $1 billion in the box office. Boy, do we have problems up here. For real. He gonna lose $1 billion, bro. He gonna lose $1 billion, dog. When it's all said and done, bro. With this Suicide Squad movie, probably gonna lose $2 million, bro. Man, bro. He said, the problem of Gunn on top of everything. Right? 6.5 versus 2.4. Who's the minority again? Thank you. That's combined box office, people. And this guy be acting like he's the fucking second coming, bro. He on a mission from God. David Zaslav said that shit, didn't he? Right? He said he on a mission from God. Teaser. This movie's gonna make $1 billion. Trailer 1. This movie's gonna do Man of Steel numbers. Final trailer. It doesn't need to do big numbers. Look at Iron Man, guys. Yo, this is facts. This is facts right here, yo. This is absolute facts. It's like, the goalpost has been shifted time and time again, bro. It's gonna make $1 billion. This shit gonna do Man of Steel numbers. Now it's like, look, it don't have to be a home run, right? Iron Man wasn't a home run, right? Now he comparing that shit to Iron Man. Bro, you wasn't there for the phase 1 of the MCU, dog. You wasn't with Jon Favreau shooting in the gym. What are you talking about? In 2008, when Iron Man was coming out, you was making Humanity, dog. What are you talking about, bro? When they was carving out phase 1 and charting a path, you was making PG porn, dog. No cap. No cap, homie. Tell me I'm lying. See, everybody, bro, why does nobody bring these things up? I'm not the only person that knows these things. Right? He said, hey, I just want to make my budget back. He said, look, man, I just want to make the budget back, dog. Please. Please. Right? He said, Iron Man is not fucking Superman, bro. Yeah, bro. But BVS was supposed to do $1 billion. But Superman and the entire DC universe just got to make its money back. Come on, man. What the? Yo, bro. You think they spend 500 M's to just break even? He said, now Gunn said all he has to do is break even on his part. Right? Oh my God. He said that's another part of the convo. 6.6 billion without including merch, physical/digital media, toys, clothing, etc. Plus launching a streamer with ZSJL on it. Another level. Right, bro? Crazy. He said shareholders want more than the budget back. Thank you, bro. It's called ROI, return on investment. But they say we don't know business, right? We don't know business, y'all. We ain't never heard of a thing called a ROI, return on investment. They just say, look, man, look, I just like spending money to get back the exact same amount that I spent. Y'all didn't know? That's why you spend money, yo. You spend $100 to make $100. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. This is crazy. He said, Sky, but you're one of the only heads raising awareness on Gunn's shenanigans. Bro, you want to know what's crazy? I literally had a conversation about this earlier today with somebody that was telling me that, yo, they was looking out and watching the landscape and was like, yo, it's just y'all that's talking about this. And it's cool because they know what I'm saying is the truth, bro. Everybody knows this shit. They want to sit there and act like we're some fucking minority when this dude ain't made nowhere near the amount of money as Zack Snyder has. So it's like, how is his fan base bigger? What metrics are you using? Fucking Twitter, where people can, you know, be at a Superman fucking event with James Gunn, rubbing elbows one day, and then the next day, strangely hosting some poll on their fucking Twitter for their profile, talking about who's the better comic book director, James Gunn or Christopher Nolan. And it just so happens that that fucking James Gunn is winning. Get out of here, bro. Come on now. He said movies are not made to break even. This is do it yourself. Right? Oh my God, bro. I know the box office hasn't been great, but I'm giving myself a raise. The shareholder.
No, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. Stop.
Oh, yeah, matter of fact. Hold on. I gotta do it for y'all. Hold on. One second, y'all. This is hilarious, bro. This is hilarious. I got a new drop for y'all that I'm gonna be using. Facts. He said Granny's Pete's tea probably excited the change. Hey, yeah, especially with his homie, right? What was his homie name? Right? You know, I don't know. I don't know, bro. Said the truth shall set you free. He said Mikey Sutton would have had a field day with this stuff. Bro, could you imagine Mikey Sutton hearing these people say that this movie doesn't have to make a lot of money. Could you guys imagine, right? It said crypto is gonna attract the kiddies, right? And he said, "Can you imagine you make Peacemaker and you think you're on a level of the Dark Knight trilogy? Crazy, bro. Oh my God, right?" And he said, apparently the super shit leak is in the final cut. Hey, man, right? Hashtags, bro. Hashtags. Right? But we keep having these same questions, though, right? Or these same conversations, right? Right? It's like the same shit. You know, he fucking says something, you know what I'm saying? We got to come out here and cook it. And so, you know, obviously, the only thing that I would have to say is this.
So we didn't learn. We didn't learn from last time. We didn't. So we didn't learn. Comprehension. We didn't learn.
Oh my God, bro. Whoo. He said, could you imagine Mikey's reaction to someone reviewing ice cream for a studio? Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. Right? He said, oh my God, bro. He said, Mom Bear said that was gonna get a lot of use to. No, 100%. Right? He said, there's a rumor Gunn put it. Yeah. Of course there's gonna be one in there. Right? And nah, he didn't cut what they wanted cut, bro. Because look, that's the movie, bro. This movie exists to piss off Sniper, bro. This movie exists for so many reasons outside of just being a dope DC superhero movie, right? This thing exists for so many more reasons than that. I don't understand how anybody ever thought that this shit was gonna be dope. Crazy, right? It's almost like that same situation with Matt Reeves, the Batman. You know what I mean? Like, as much as I can say, hey, he got done dirty. You know what I mean? Like, look at the pretext in which that movie was made. Right? Stole the title. You know what I'm saying? All that. And that was the precursor to all this shit kind of happening too, right? So, yeah. Said mastermind and friends, right? You're ready. Hey, we are ready, bro. Y'all put y'all he said Corn Sweat got his mouth wide ass open in so many shots, bro. Got man's looking funny. He said, stole them scripts. Right, yo. He said, what goes around comes back around. I thought I told you. Hey. What goes around comes back around. I thought I told you. Hey. What goes around comes back around. I thought I told you. Hey. What goes around comes back around. I thought I told you. Hey. Now take you to the bridge. Woo! He said, that's why I can't feel sorry for Reeves. He's Snake Affleck and you know it, bro. Hey, I'm just saying, bro. Great. Hey, appreciate you back, Dan. Right? He said, what gets on my nerves is people who want to settle for mediocre shit just for a gotcha moment as Snyder fans and not for the sake of DC. Thank you. But they'll say that they're the real DC fans and we're not. Right? Hey, what's going on, Nessa? Hey, what goes around? Hey, that's a bop, right? I love that whole album, bro. Future, sex, love, sounds, boom, boom, boom. Just tell me which way you like that. And do you like it like this? Do you like it like that? Woo! Yeah, bro. We getting to it. Yeah. So I'm glad the shareholders are taking charge. For sure. For sure. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, we about to close this thing on out. He said that first track takes me an hour to get through. Bro, that album is crazy, bro. That whole album is crazy, bro. My shit is Summer Love too. Oh my God. This just can't be summer love. You'll see, this just can't be summer. Oh, baby. Yeah, nah, we appreciate y'all coming through and rocking out. You dig? We just be getting it in over here, y'all, talking about these topics and having fun with it. Right? Being ourselves. You dig? All love here, right? It's all love here. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, we about to get on out of here. Look, just losing my way. But up, boop. How my name's Bob and I work at my job. I make $40-something a day. Oh man, I used to be the man in my hometown until I started to lose my way. But it is breaking me down. No more friends around. Is anybody, bro? Why am I singing so much? See, but y'all can't get this nowhere else, though, right? Nah, they ain't completed the conquest. Send Havoc. We have 45 likes, bro. Right? He said all them DC accounts were invited to watch the screening. I bet. And they gonna come out and they're gonna be like, yo, this is the best shit. And then they all gonna put polls on their fucking Twitter accounts. You know what I mean? They all gonna put polls on their Twitter accounts asking who's the better comic book movie director, James Gunn or Zack Snyder. Right? Yeah. Nah, hey, he said I didn't know anyone else fucked with that album but me. Nah, that album is hard, bro. That's a classic album right there. Facts. Actually, there's he actually did a show at Madison Square Garden, I think it is, called Future Sex Love Show that they showed on HBO back in the day. And it's probably still on Max or something. That shit was hard. That was like one of the first concerts I ever watched. And I was like, man, I really wish I was there for that shit. It was off the chain, right? Crazy. But up, boop. That's how I'm gonna sign out. But up, boop. Nah, look, we're gonna catch y'all next time, man. We'll be back here tomorrow with another great discussion. Y'all be sure to tap in then. We're gonna see y'all then. Y'all have a good one. Peace. Y'all know I was gonna be back, but it's members minutes, right? Oh snap! Hold on. Hey, what up, Leon? Oh snap! I just saw the back chat too. What's going on, bro? Is he even on here? All right. I just took him out. Anyway, members minutes.
Oh, my fault, bro. Sorry about that. My mic was messed up. That's why I came on here. I was about to say members minutes.
Yeah, no, I had saw as soon as you put it in the chat. I was like, oh shit. And then I just hopped back in. Right. Bruh, this is really becoming a thing.
Word. Everybody stick around for the epilogue or the after credits, right?
Yeah. But matter of fact, hold up. Y'all know what time it is. We'll be right back. Yeah, dig.
Check. They say all I care about is views. They say all I care about is views. They say all I care about is views. But what about you? What about you? Came a long way from no subs back when y'all was showing me no love, no front. I just had to take a look back, cause sometimes y'all forgot I shook that. I know.
Yeah, members minutes. You dig? We got the good Austin saying hashtag replay crew, head replay crew in charge. Want to restate the toy collector stream is Zack Snyder's sale movement and the syndicate's official entry for Superman L marketing. Oh my god. Facts. We got the homie DC Talk saying, I know it was an awesome stream. This is wild, bro. Trying to be Zach, but failing at an all-time high. And one more, Gunn is a clown. All from DC Talk. Much love, man. Much love. And thanks for all the members tapping in with y'all comments. You dig? Anything, Leon?
I don't think that was all. It was I saw a few more.
Huh?
Unless I'm tripping.
Wait, you sure? Oh, snap. Wait, I just saw 6.6 billion greater than negative 150 mil. That shit literally just popped up on screen. It said 53 seconds ago. He said, I was like, what is this dude talking about? I was like, no more comments. Like, I'm sitting here looking like, hold up, let me hit the refresh button. All right. Hey, yeah, bro. Much love. Much love. Anything before we close out, bro, that you want to add?
Nah, that was it, man. You know what I'm saying? Much love to the chat. This stream was fire, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be future love bombs, you know what I mean, at the box office for a certain movie. You know what I mean? But other than that, I wanted to say one more thing. Hey, I think Sky's gonna be right about Fantastic Four, y'all.
Hey.
Bruh, a goosebumps. That last trailer, I was like, what? I was telling Sky earlier, I had my phone in my hand and I'm looking at my forearms and I'm like, what is this? I'm feeling goosebumps over an MCU trailer.
Hey, what? I told y'all, bro. I told y'all.
And every trailer before that was nice, was good to nice. And then this one was just better than those. I haven't seen anything from Fantastic Four that makes me hate it, want to not see it. It's actually looked better so far than Jurassic World. And I definitely want to see Jurassic World. I don't know, man. Like, all the nitpicking on, it's a female Silver Surfer. It's a Mr. Fantastic might not be the leader, and all this bullshit semantic. Johnny Storm might be the bro. I get none of that from the trailer. It just looks like a nice little film.
It's
like a family,
bro. It's the same way, like how you always bring up that Lois is the hero of BVS.
Yes,
right. It seems like it might be a situation like that, bro. That's what I'm getting. I don't think it's gonna be anything where like Sue Storm is like literally the leader of the fucking Fantastic.
No, I don't even think the dynamic of the film hinges upon any of that. Like the dynamic between the two of them. I think they're just gonna operate as a couple, and I don't really have a problem with Reed being a little unsure of himself. Did you see the trailer?
No, I still haven't watched it yet.
Oh, never mind.
I'm gonna watch it right after we
I thought it was beautiful. There was a line.
I had to take a nap, bro. I had to take a nap. I was like,
I know you were tired as fuck earlier.
Yeah.
There's a line. I'm not gonna say the line. It's not a spoiler, but Reed says a line, and it's just like a regular line, but the way that what's his name? What's the guy playing Reed? I forget his name for some reason.
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal. Yeah, I'm like, anyway. The way he says it, I was like, wow, okay, this is why Pedro Pascal keeps getting scripts. Like, as much as I want to smack him upside his head metaphorically, the man can act. I was like, damn, the shit gave me goosebumps. I would not be surprised if Fantastic Four sweeps the summer. I'm sorry. Jurassic World still looks like it's gonna kick ass for sure. And who cares about that other movie? But yeah, those are my closing thoughts.
Yep. Yeah. For sure, man. Yep. We're gonna get it y'all next time. You dig?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Shout out to the cool team.